to the bathroom real quick.
Excuse me, I got a question.
Somebody give me Romans 13 and 11.
I have a question.
It's a Ronald car, man. Give me Romans 13 and 11.
Khan, this is the book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Brother, you need a water? Thank you.
Get down here to class, 1232 North King Street, Wilmington, Delaware.
Shalom, Lord Christ, to my brothers and sisters, man. Y'all need to come down to 1232 North King Street, where the truth resides, man. ISUPK, Delaware. We definitely representing doing some big things. Right?
202 North DuPont Boulevard
That's
in
right.
Smyrna, Delaware.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Come and be a part of this rising thing that we got going on here in Delaware.
I hear everybody claiming that they love the Lord and love God and all that. Well, get in here and show it. You know what I mean? The scriptures say faith without works is dead. So if you ain't doing nothing, your faith is dead. So get up and do something. What you need to do is get your ass up and get in the class. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't doing nothing else. You're sitting home wasting time. Everything is going on around you, and you don't know how to compartmentalize these things. You understand? I'm on my way to class right now, like you should be. You know what I'm saying? Class don't stop for nothing.
Hey, what's good, Zariah, man? What's up? Get your ass up. Oh, man, you always do tripping. What's going on, man?
What's good, Ray?
Hey, man, they was clowning you at work today, man.
So?
I mean, we watched the video a couple times, but we really couldn't tell if it was you.
Yo, how's your eye?
Oh, it's cool. God damn!
What's up, Rock? What's up, Rock? Yo, let me get one of them flyers, man. Man, I ain't giving you shit. You better get the hell out of here before Cat Pop come out here. Man, come on, man. Why you gotta be like that, man? I'm trying to come to class, man. Why you acting crazy?
Man, you need to go do that.
Man, I ain't giving him shit.
Man, what? Man, you ain't gonna give me shit. We need brothers to come to class.
Damn, man. Y te me ya me está rotando. fucking racist, man. Give me this goddamn flyer, man. You acting crazy, homie. Man, fuck you. Oh, shit. Tebow, nigga.
What?
Who? Tebow.
Oh, damn, I ain't been to class in a minute. Shit.
Oh, shit.
What's up, y'all? What's up, Red? Thanks for the bike. What you got on my ties, homie?
I ain't got nothing.
I thought you already collected the tires.
I did, but I want Red's 10%.
Stall him out.
What's up, Red? What you got on my ties, homie?
I ain't got nothing, man.
Oh, yeah. You got something.
I ain't got. Hey, man, that's messed up, man.
Shut your ass up or I knock your ass out.
Yo, Tebow, man, that's messed up, man. Give him his money back.
What money?
Right now. The money.
Hey, man, why ain't y'all help me?
Yeah, man, I paid my tithes.
Man, that's fucked up. If it was y'all, I would have helped y'all.
What about the time he took the tires from me in Zarad's backyard?
Oh, that was different.
Man, let's jump him.
Man, sit your ass down, man.
Man, I got mind control over Tebow. When he here, I pay my tithes. But when he leave, I pay my tithes.
Man, damn, man. I should have just paid my tithes, man.
Man, that nigga gonna cry in the car.
He should have paid his tithes.
Shit, real shit.
This shit is endless. What I speak is the truth. I don't care if it's offensive. 12 rounds hit hard, and this shit gon' go the distance. Way to exit cool, but wait till you see the interest. Know that we them niggas when we walk inside the entrance. Put me as the GOAT, you should be honored to get a mention. All my clips is standard, but I still get extensions. Switch on the big 30, sound like when it's spitting. Album so high, I had to give them an extension. One West till they bury me. Yeah, that's the commitment. Don't trust the soul, niggas purring or they hit shit. What I speak is the
What's up,
truth.
y'all?
I don't care if it's offensive.
What's up, Red?
Life that I chose, no turning
Thanks for the
back
bike.
in this. They don't
You got on my ties, homie.
God damn, man.
What I speak is the truth. I don't care if it's offensive.
God
Life
damn.
that I chose, no turning back. They don't understand when we tell them no forgiveness.
Tebow, nigga. Tebow.
Reincarnation. So you know the endless. I'm solidified and stamped. That's why I walk with a signet.
I went and did Salaya. What was
Good.
good?
Be like, man, that's fucked up. If it was y'all, I would have helped y'all.
All right, word. Man, that's fucked up. If it was y'all, I would have helped y'all.
Blameless. And if you ain't the same, I'm against it. Was born with the shit. The other half, I'm just gifted. 20 on me. Wish a nigga would so I could spend it. Start from the branch, then I ain't at the soil. You got a peer on me. That'll leave your family trees for you. Can't catch you. Then
And all right.
You gave me look to go off a little bit.
Come. Yes, sir. Well, let me get some views up and get our camera straight. All right. Shalom Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Brought the thumb to the brothers. Shalom Shema Ala Thumb by Shem Yahushua to the sisters. This is ISUPK Delaware. ISUPK started out of 1 West Harlem, New York. Since 1969, we've been teaching the truth that so-called Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans are the children of Israel under command of Yohana. So we're gonna go ahead and kick this off, man. Cam? That's right. All right. A drink. I'm about to shoot y'all shot, brother. Laya Shalom. Good night. Cam? so we're going to call up the first priest.
Moses.
Right, he got the snake around that thing and everything. Yeah, nice. All right, first priest. Clap it up for Ka'ash passing the test. Now officer of 50.
It's Ka'ash. Bun.
You gotta be in my mother's spot.
Yeah, my spot.
It's Ka'ash. Bun. Yahwada.
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 Yahwada. Bun Yasharala.
Ka'ash. Ban Yahwada. Yasharala.
Then go into Barak.
Keep together. Get them people together.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakathum.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakathum. All right. Come on up. Grab that chair for the brother. You're going to get it right, man. You know what I'm saying? There you go. All right. What you're going to do is you're going to grab this screw. Put that on your shoulder. All right. The other way, upside down. There you go. All right. And we're going to send up the prayers right behind you. On the bottom. All right. We're going to send up the prayers in the Hebrew and in English. So, men of Israel, Abijam. Wapunya Hakwadum, which means turn and face the east. All right, and we're going to send up the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Wadash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakov. Kaba'ah. Ratazayah. Hayah. Aisha. Ba'aratazah. Kawal. Hayah. Bashemayim. Wathanawa. Makam. Kal. Yawam. Wasalak now. Kabawaf now. Kasalak now. Kabawafia now. Wala'ah. Tabi'ah now. Ranasaya Wam. Abol. Abashai now. Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Amalak, Wa'ala, Wathapara, Wa'alamim, Aman.
In the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not. Into temptation. But deliver us. From evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
All right, this is the prayer for the power, okay? Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Babakashah. Thundernaw. Hakak. Larpa'ah. Kalmakala. Kalmadawa. Hakak. Latahar. Hamatazariah. Hakak. Lahakwi. Lamati. Hakak. Arakawa. Tama'al. Garashun. By Shem Yahweh Shai. Wadaman.
In English. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. All manner of disease. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it.
All right, let's pray to bless Israel. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Barak Lanawa. By Sha'ala. By Yasapari. By Shem Yahweh Shai. Wadaman.
In English. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai. Bless us. And Israel. And the school. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it.
All right, this is Psalms 121. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al-Hari, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Izari, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayam, Wa'aratazah, Ayathan, Lamawat, Regal, Al-Yanawam, Shamar, Hanat, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'al, Yahweh, Shamar, Yahweh, Zizal, Al Yad, Yim Yanka, Yawamam, Hashemash, Ayakaka, Mayarach, Alayala, Yahweh, Yashamar, Makal Rad, Yashamar, Afna Pasha, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza Afta, Wabba Akwa, Ma'aita, Awalum.
In the English, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
From which cometh my help?
From which cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord.
My help cometh from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold. He that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade.
The Lord is thy shade
upon thy right hand.
upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
Nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee.
The Lord shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy
The
soul.
Lord shall preserve thy going out.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
This time forth.
From this time forth.
Even forevermore.
And even forevermore. All right, this is Psalms 83. Alahayim, Al Damayalaka, Al Takarash, Al Tashakwat, Al Kayahana, Abu Yabi, Yahama Yawan, Ra'ash, Aimaka, Aru Yamu, Sawada, Wayata, Yai Tazawa, Al Tasapawanya, Amaru, Lakau, Wanakaki, Magoya, Wala Ayasakar, Shamya Sha'al, I will die. Kaya, Nawa Aitazawa, Laba, Yakabu, Ayaka, Maria, Yakawafa, Ahoya, Adawam, Waishimi Ay, Mawa Abu, Wahagari, Gabal, I'm a one, I'm a lot, Palasha, I'm Yashabi, Tazawar, Gamasha War, Nalawa, I'm Mum, Ayawa, Zerawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, I Shalaham, Kamadi, Kasaya Sarah, Kayabi, Banakal, Kayashmu, Nashimadu, Bayenda Ara, Hayawa, Man, Adam, Shayatum, Nadayamu, Ka'ara, Kazaba, Katazamana, Kal Nasiyakam, Ashar, Amar, Nayarasha, Nanawa, Na'awa, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatum, Kagal, Kakwash, Apanyaraka, Ka'ash, Daba Ira, Kalaba, Talahat, Harayam, Khan, Daradat, Basa Ira, Wabasawa Pathwa, Tabahalam, Mala'ah, Panyaham, Palawan, Wayabakwash, Shimka, Yahaw, Yabash, Wayabahal, Ayai, Wayakapar, Wayabad, Wayabad, Kayata, Shimka, Yahaw, Labaka, Layawan, Al, Ratazan.
Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo, thy enemies.
Thy enemies.
Make a tumult.
Make a tumult.
And they. That hated thee. Had lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel. Against thy people. They consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said. Come. And let us cut them off. Being a nation. That the name of Israel. May be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together. For they have consulted together. With one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom. And the Ishmaelites. Of Moab. And the Hagarenes. Gabal. Ammon. And Amalek. The Philistines. And the inhabitants of Tyre. Are also joined with them. They are hoping the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them. Unto the Midianites. As to Sisera. As to Jabin. As to the brook of Kishon. Which perish at Endor. They become as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a red. And like Zaed. Yea. All their princes. Sabbath,
as Sabbath,
as Zamunda,
and as Zamunda,
who said, let us take to ourselves, the house of Yahweh, in possession, hold my power, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth a wood, as the flame setteth the mountains on fire, so persecute them, with thy tempest, and make them afraid, with thy storm, fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, oh Yahweh, let them be confounded, and trouble forever, yea, let them be put to shame, and perish, that men may know, that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, are the Most High, over all the earth.
All right, sir. Return. Shabi, please be seated. All right. No. All right. It's the Velcro. Hey man, shalom. Hey, right? Basically. Shalom, man. Hey man, it's good to be here, man, with the brother and sister, man. It was getting pretty deep, man, in these scriptures, man, as we reading for the Sabbath and everything. You know what I mean? So we left off last week where it was talking about the one thing that was really heavy about last week is that we're in Exodus chapter 34. All right. Verse 12 was heavy. And it reads as such: take heed to thyself, lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land whither thou goest. Lest it be for a snare in the midst of thee. You know what I mean? And Silas, what is a snare? Not a drum. It's a snare, man. We asked you this a couple times last week. You should have it by now, brother. What's a snare?
When you get in trouble.
Huh?
When you get in trouble.
A snare is when you get in trouble? Try again. Give it one more shot. What's a snare? Cam, you know what a snare is?
Oh, look at it. I was looking at the definition.
I mean, that's a good thing to do, but you know,
so
that's definitely a good thing.
That's definitely a good thing to do.
So there was one that was like an object, but I don't think it's that. It says, what does it mean to snare a person?
Okay.
It says seizing by some device that holds the one caught at the mercy of the captor.
All right. That's pretty deep.
That's good. You said perspective.
So make sure you grab that mic too, so they can hear you. I want you to read that again.
It's like he said perspective, right?
Yeah.
The way they view things, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's heavy.
That's real heavy.
Good. Thanks. Well,
hit it again. Say that again.
Seizing by some device that holds the one caught at the mercy of the captor.
Snare. Something that's holding you back. It's
420.
Yeah, 420 is a snare. Huh? No. It's something that holds you back.
It's
you know what I mean? That key. Say it again, sir.
It's a trap.
It's a what?
It's a trap.
Ain't that the word we used last week? A snare is a trap.
If I could, it's like someone's baiting you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't get caught up in that trap. We say that a lot to our kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We say that a lot to our kids. We tell them like, no, don't get caught up in that trap. Or what we basically saying is don't get caught up in that snare.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, you know what I'm saying, a lot of the time it's really a bait to trap you in. And once you get trapped in there, it's hard to get you out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard to get you out of that trap.
All right. So that's what that snare is. So when it's saying that we shouldn't take covenants with these nations where we were sent, like, because you got to understand that one thing you got to understand is that our people were sent amongst all nations of the earth. You know what I mean? During and that, like, even to this very day, we're held in captivity. And what are some of the snares that we deal with right now? Give me one snare. You have an idea what a snare is that our people as a whole deal with, Cameron? You know, can you give me one example of a snare?
Maybe like working.
All right, working slavery. It could be a snare because some people put work before doing anything, according to the scriptures. You know what I mean? They rather make money. What you got?
I think a snare could possibly be us being shown constantly images of glorifying, like dealing drugs on TV.
Okay,
like a snare.
Daggone right. Because what are we doing when we dealing with drugs? You know what I mean? We taking our people further away from this truth. You know what I'm saying? They out there doing drugs and it's messing with their minds, and they rather do a drug than to be brotherly. Right. We got brothers that's killing each other. You know what I mean, on these streets. You know what I mean, for that drug. You know what I mean? Side, you got one for me? What would be a snare to our people today that's keeping us away from this truth?
It would be the Christians. They're trying to tell us something that isn't true.
You daggone right. Get that brother in hand, man. Get that brother in hand. You on it. Christian. Yeah, he on it. He on it.
Boys on point.
Yeah, right. So that's what happens when you get these boys in all black, man. You got some more? What is it?
Yeah, it's Christianity.
That's it. Get that brother in hand. Hey, did anybody tell you that? Did anybody tell you figured that out on your own just now, right? It's Christianity. Christianity, like the scriptures tells us, that we will serve other gods which our fathers have not known, even wood and stone. So Christianity is that wood. You know what I mean? The Islam is that stone. Ain't that what they do? They go over there and they circle a daggone rock and kiss the daggone rock. They kissing a rock. You see what I'm saying?
Like if I could,
come on, sir.
They're like you going in there smoking a blunt when you kiss that rock.
Right.
Everybody putting their lips on.
Everybody. Good night. How many people got COVID off of smoking marijuana, man? Because you want to share a daggone blunt. Because you want to smoke some weed. You know what I'm saying?
It's like what they say, you got something on your lip.
He said that thing on your lip got something on his lip.
Like,
cuz, hell of a cuz,
man. But yeah, that's a great point to call about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Drugs is one thing they do put on TV heavy. If I could, the drugs is one thing is they put on TV heavy. It's been normalized. They give you 420. You know what I'm saying? They give you they're able to smoke weed. Another thing they try to normalize it against God's laws, against God hates is same-sex marriages. Every time you watch a movie now, you see same-sex marriage. You see females that want to kiss another female or marry a female.
Right.
Understand? You have shows now where it's showing a woman like what is it, Brett?
Oh, good night.
How her and another woman is going to raise up a child.
Yeah, good night.
So they glorify this and they bring this out heavy. You know what I'm saying? But this is a trap. These are things that the Lord considered to be evil in his eyes.
Daggone right.
You understand?
Daggone right.
And we try not to follow these customs because these customs right here was not for us.
Right.
As you read in the scriptures you was bringing out, these customs right here was going on in other lands.
Right.
That's why the Lord was telling us to not get caught up in their customs.
Right.
Don't get caught up in their snares.
Exactly. And that's what you got to understand. When we do that, and this is a warning way back here. Mm-hmm. But when we do that, what we're doing is we're rejecting our custom. We're rejecting our covenant. We're rejecting our traditions.
It's like if I could. That's a warning now.
Daggone right.
You know why?
What's that?
Because the Lord put his priests and prophets back on the corner to get this warning to his people again.
Exactly.
So you're right. It's back then and it's now.
It's right now.
You know what I'm saying? It's right now that he's allowing us, the priests and prophets, so the ISUPK, to get on these corners ahead and get this warning to his people again.
Exactly.
You understand? So they don't get caught up in the snares,
the
traps of other nations.
Right.
We're telling the same-sex marriage is against God. Because why? Because it was never our custom.
Right.
We tell you to put that weed down, stop smoking them drugs because the Lord don't want us to pollute our bodies with chemicals.
Damn right.
And smoke your lungs out black so you can't breathe anymore.
Right.
What kind of idiotic thing is that? when you want to go out there and smoke weed,
Good
and
night.
it kills your lungs.
Kills
Your lungs is meant to have oxygen in it.
Right.
You know
You
what I'm
can't
saying?
breathe.
You can't breathe. You just blacking your lungs out. If you want to die like that, just go into a burning house.
Right.
You understand? And then smoke all the smoke you want to smoke.
Good
I
night.
guarantee you will not survive.
Right.
Your lungs ain't meant to have smoke in them.
Right.
You understand?
Kind of
I
kind.
don't want to go.
Nah. You right there. You right there. And that's guess what else is a snare? Women. Women is a snare.
Don't look for too many rings on this.
Like, I think we just lost 3 viewers just now. You know what I'm saying? Women is a snare. You know what I mean? Because you rather serve your woman than to do the work of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You listen to your woman and everything. The scripture tells us, man, that the head of the woman is the man. It's not the other way around. You know what I'm saying? But you can't go out and tell a lot of people this. You can't tell the Christian church that the head of the woman is man. Why? Because of the what's they called? What's the woman called?
She's a 50-50.
No. What they call her? There's a name. The
First lady.
The first lady.
Oh,
The water. The first lady. You know what I mean? Because she is the first lady in the church. And how dare you say that she can't rule men? You see what I'm saying? How dare you say that she can't rule men? Ain't nothing wrong with her teaching her children. Because the children got to get this information. And that's the woman is usually the first teacher. You see what I'm saying? That's what she does. She teaches the young. And then when they become of age, those young men go to men to learn how to be men. You see what I'm saying? A woman cannot teach. I don't care how many single moms you got out here. It should be no woman celebrating Father's Day. It's Father's Day, so I'm the only one, so I better get a gift. No,
that's true.
We don't celebrate Father's Day anyway, but I'm just saying, we do some crazy stuff in the world, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking real. You know what I mean? We're gonna get to it, man. That's a lot. I just had to bring out because that was so heavy last week. Because that's what we doing now when we taking on these traditions of the Christianity and Islam and Buddha. We got daggone Asian black dudes dressing out like Leroy from freaking Last Dragon. You know what I'm saying? He got a whole Raiden hat on and everything, wearing the funny looking shoes and learning karate and stuff like that. But he can't learn how to fight like an Israelite.
If I could, but the whole women situation leading the household, man, that what happened to Adam. Adam listened to his
good
woman.
night. Listen, they not ready for that.
If he when he listened to his woman, that was the beginning of the downfall.
Right.
You understand? Bringing on another ideology to
Exactly.
his household. You
Right.
understand?
No, he ain't bringing no ideology. He ate a piece of fruit. What you talking about?
Man.
He ate an apple. What are you
man.
talking about? You talking about ideologies in the garden?
That's what it is. When you woman come and tell me he ate fruit, that's ideology.
That's
right there.
ideology right there.
Yeah.
That's people don't even realize that that's where the Apple products. If you ever look at it on the back of the daggone computer, it's an apple bitten into,
right? And
that comes from the story of Adam and Eve and them believing that it's a fruit. They had to believe that it was an apple that he took a bite of. You know what I'm saying?
What was that go? Why ain't he in school?
It doesn't say that. It doesn't say that. It's just like Adam and Eve ain't had no belly buttons. But that's a whole different story, man. There's some crazy stuff in the world, man.
All I know is the scripture say, "Do not add or take away."
Oh, we.
You understand?
Christianity is addition.
They
Christmas is an addition.
That's a snare. Christianity is a snare.
Christianity is a snare. But you know that, like you brought up, I'm a slide. We're gonna go right into it. We're gonna read these 7. But you know what? Salagia.
You gonna land your plane?
I'm gonna land my plane. The clubhouse talk.
I'm landing.
I'm gonna land. This is it right here. In Revelations chapter 22 and 18, right? Mm-hmm. It says that you're not supposed to add to that. I'm paraphrasing. You're not supposed to add to the scripture or take away from it. If you add to the scripture, the place is going to be added to you. And if you take away from it, you're going to be taken out of the book.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So you got to understand that Christmas is an addition. Easter is an addition. New Year's is an addition.
420.
So if 420 is an addition. Well, I don't know if they celebrate 420 and put God's name on it.
It's like they do celebrate.
But they celebrate it, but they don't Easter, they'll say, you got to celebrate it because Jesus died and, all that type of stuff.
Right. I know that, but
right.
I'm saying they celebrate 420.
Oh, yeah, they definitely do.
In a sense, they celebrate 420.
And then
like
because
that.
they celebrate it, that would be an addition.
Because when you see brothers and sisters looking forward to 420,
good night.
They're like, oh, it's 420 day.
Yeah.
And you go out there on 420, man, you smell nothing but
weed.
Yeah, niggas is trying to kill themselves.
They serve that weed demon. They serve that weed demon.
Common concept. Common concept.
They serve that. And
Common
you know
concept.
what? And the Lord said what? Don't put no other God before me.
They're all right. Common concept.
And they serve that weed demon.
Damn
And
right.
they smoke. They call them up. Yo, man, I need that weed.
I need that weed.
Boy,
oh, listen, I got some story. I used to serve that demon.
Man,
Listen.
I think every brother does serve that demon once or twice in their life.
That's going right.
You know what I'm saying? Puff pads and all that.
Yeah, all that.
You know, everybody has served that demon a couple of times, but you fought that demon.
Right.
You got off it.
And Salakia, if I could, serving that demon can get you pinched.
Damn right. Yo, you funny as hell. Yeah. I just caught up with you saying.
That's the inside
joke. Oh, you funny as
You're not into it right now.
Right.
It's the inside joke.
Yeah, for real, man. All right, so let's get right into it.
I got.
You got 7, sir?
I got.
We're gonna start with Kaash though.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to set them up.
Okay, word.
On my phone. You said 34.
We're gonna start at 34 in verse. We had 17, so 34 started at verse 17.
34 and 17.
Mm-hmm. All right, so for those who are just watching for the first time, what we about to do is we about to read. Okay, come on. So what we about to do is read 7 verses in the Hebrew. All right, the Lashawan Kodash. All right, the Holy Tongue. You know what I mean? We always tell people, that's one thing that you want to take back your heritage, man. Anything that you can do to take back your heritage, take it seriously. You know what I'm saying? So you got to you got to make sure that when we read in the Hebrew, we're taking back our heritage, man. We're taking back what was taken from us. They took away our language. They took away our God. Like Psalm 83, they want to make sure that we don't even remember who we are. You know what I'm saying?
And Salaki, if I could, I remember it was a long time ago when you had started learning the Hebrew. You had sent me a picture of something that they put in the movie, and it had the Lord's name on it. And then as you look on whatever that was, I forgot what the medallion was called.
Yeah.
But it literally had Yahweh on it, and it said, if I'm not mistaken, it said Kodash on there.
Yeah,
as well.
it said Kodash. Yep.
And without knowing the Hebrew, they can just put stuff up and you'll never even know what's going on.
You never even know, man. That was on Raiders of the Lost Ark. That was from Raiders of the Ark. And you know what? Here's what you're going to find out and this is how you know they know. All the movies where they talk about Hebrew and stuff like that, when they put the writings, it's always Paleo.
Right.
I have never seen yet in a movie where it's not Paleo, that it's Assyrian. It's always been Paleo. I was watching which was 10 Commandments. 10 Commandments was on not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? And there's a scene where he's beside the well. And they said, "This is my father's well." And then right on the well, it had his name written in Hebrew. You see what I'm saying? In Paleo Hebrew. So you'll see a lot of movies, and I look out for certain things like that. Anytime they talk about, it has Hebrew writing, look at the writing. It's actually Paleo Hebrew that's on there. You know what I mean? Because they know who we are, man. They know exactly who we are, and they don't know it. You know what I mean? Are you ready? Yeah. Give it a shot, man. You got to struggle through. We all struggled through it the first time, man. Y'all bear with my brother here. This is his first time reading the Paleo Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it. I'll help you out here. Let me get there with you. Salakia. Get there with you. I ain't gonna leave you on stuff, man. I remember my first time, man. Everybody do, man. All right. Salakia. Where's my Bible? All right, so we had 34 and we starting at 17, right? You getting started?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, you
17.
Yeah, 17. All right. Man, the first time I'm gonna help you out a lot, but in the future I'm gonna start letting you, me All right.
Practice.
Yeah, definitely want to practice, man. You know what I mean? You don't want to hold up the Sabbath service and I'm just playing. So like it. All right. Let's go. All right, 34-17.
You said Salakia, so you said
34-17.
Exodus 34 and 17.
Next amount.
Allah, Haya, Sha'ai,
That's a mount.
Ma'ai,
Masa. And that's the Kaz symbol. Sometimes it'll look like that.
Masa Hawa.
So in turn, we always connect the last two letters. So Masaka.
Masaka. La'a. The I. Shaba. The Shab.
So that's the Ha.
That's the Ha. La'a. La'i.
Luck. All right, verse 18.
Bata.
Nope.
Ata. Cha.
Ka.
Ta.
Ka.
Ga.
Yep.
Ga. Hama. Taza. Ya. Wa. Da.
So Hamataza Wa.
Hamataza Wa.
No, we still in 18.
Oh yeah. The Shema. Ra.
Yep.
The Shamar. Wa. Sha. Ka. Ba. I. The.
Yep.
Yama.
Yum.
Yum. The I.
That's a Ka.
That's Ka. The Ka. La. The Ka. Ma. Taza. Wa. The. Mataza Wa. Sha. Ra. Ashar.
Yeah. So remember, like, try to when you see the last two letters, try to blend them, like bring them together. Yeah, it's like they don't have the connectors in here, so I mean that would just make it so easy.
Taza Wa. Yatha. Ka. Lama. Ya. I.
That's a Wa.
Wa. What's like it?
Lama I.
Lama I.
That's a God.
Cha.
Cut, never cha.
Ka.
It's a hard cut.
Dash. Sha. Ha.
So Kadash. So you see how the D and the Sha, I mean Da and the Sha. So you would say Kadash instead of saying Kadash Sha. It will be Kadash.
Ka. Ya. Ba. Ka. Ba.
Where were you at?
Yeah.
All right, so that's.
Ka.
Oh, okay, yeah, you went over that. All right, I see what you did. All right, that's what.
I missed something.
Yeah, you miss Ha'aba.
Oh, okay.
Ha'aba, yeah.
Haba. Ka. No. Haba. Ya. Ba. Ka. Ya. Ba. Ka. Da. Sha. Ha. Ba. Ya. Ba. Ya. Taza. Taza A. Sa. That's Ma, right? Ma. Sataza. Raya.
Kala.
Yep. Verse 19.
Pa. Ta. Ra.
Good job.
Rak. Patar. Rakama. Loya. Wakala.
You getting it. You getting in the flow.
Makwa. Na. Ka. Daza. Kara. Patara. Shai. Wara.
Yeah.
Washa. Ha.
Yeah. Let's get it. Let's get it. Verse 20.
Wa. Patara. Ka. Maya.
Mawa.
Mawa. Ra. Da. Pa. Da. Ha.
Yeah.
Ba. Sha. Ha. Ya.
Wa.
Wa. Ma. La. Dapa. Daha. Wa. I. Ra. Pata. Ya.
Pathawa.
Pathawa. Kala. Ba. Baka. Wara. Bana. Banayak. Dapa. Daha. Yalla. Wa. Walla.
He is.
Yara. Yeah.
Yara wa. That's a wa. Ya looks like this is the ya right here. You know what I mean? So that's the wa.
What kind of say? Panawa. Raya Kawana. Shatha. Shashaf.
You said this before.
Yum.
Yep.
The I. Bada. Ya. Yaba. Wa. Waba. Yawa. Yawam. Hasha. Baya. Aya.
Yep.
Dasha. Batasha.
Tasha what?
But.
Shata.
Dasha.
Tasha Bath.
Baka. Raya.
Rash.
Wa. Bakwa. Taza. Yara. Dasha. Dasarash.
Tasha Bath.
Dasha Bath.
Close.
Waka. Ga. Shai. Shaba'a. Da.
Yep.
The I. Shaha. Laka. Baka. Waraya. Kwataza. Yara. Kata. Wa'am.
Yep.
Yawam.
Yum. So yum.
Yum. Waka. Ga. Ha'a. Sa. Wapa.
Yep.
Yapa. The Kwa. Ya. Wa. Patha. Bashanam. Hashanam. Hashana.
Yeah. 23, that's it. That's your last one.
Shalasham.
Shalash.
Payana. Yanama.
Pa'ayam.
Payayam. Basha. Bashanaha. Wara'a. Yara'a. Kala. Zaka. Yara. Yarawa. Yara. Atha pa Naya. Ha'adana. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's an easy one.
Yahweh.
That's right.
Allah. Hayya.
Allah, yeah.
Allah, Hayya.
What? You know that. You know that.
Yashar.
There you go. Most High in Christ, man. Right. Yo, you did that. That's what I'm talking about, man. You did that, man. Listen, man. For the first time, you did better than me.
I know both y'all did better than me.
Listen. he was like, Allah, hi, yeah.
What?
Yeah, how? What? Salah. Hey man, most High in Christ, man. Yo, laughter is definitely good for the soul, but you need some laughter in your life, man.
And Salakia, y'all are reading the Assyrian or the
we read ancient.
The Paleo?
Yeah, the Paleo. Now, not and Matazapah, they get up here with the Assyrian and they run through that thing like with the dots and the dashes on top and everything. I was like, good night. I don't know how. I mean, I know the Assyrian.
Right.
I can read it, but the way it's written, it's almost like freaking Hebrew and cursive.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy. Right. You know, so that's I like the ancient. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you remember, you gotta understand, like even before the Paleo, you know what I mean, we was like, you know, it was actually hands and eyes and forks and you know what I mean? Pictographs, yeah. Like that's how the original, you know, writing, you know what I mean? But Moses wrote that thing in Paleo. You know what I'm saying? So when he wrote that law. All right, so verse 70, if I could for Hall, let me get Exodus chapter 34 and verse 17.
The book of Exodus, chapter 34, verse 17. Thou shalt make thee no molten gods.
No molten gods, man. You know what I'm saying? You got anything on that, officer?
Molten gods?
Molten gods, man. Listen.
Man. Like, you know how many molten gods out there? How people serious? Look at Russell Simmons, bro.
Good night.
Russell Simmons and went way over there, left America, and way over there to serve Buddha.
Right. A daggone play. You ever some of y'all don't pay attention to this. You ever it's like
No.
You ever go into the Chinese store and look by the door?
Yeah, that golden idol.
They got a golden idol in there. And you know what they do? They put food by the door.
Yeah.
Y'all probably don't even know it. You ever look on the floor and see that plate and they got oranges on there and stuff like that?
There ain't no cat around there eating.
Yeah, ain't no cat eating that thing, man.
You can see no cats in there.
They setting a snare for the cat. But no, straight up, man. You ever walk in there, you be wondering, like, why have they got food just sitting out on the floor? They must be wanting to feed the homeless. No. As for the daggone God, their God, man. Because I asked them one time, I was like, what the heck is? It's like, oh, that's a Buddha. A Buddha. 15 minutes, though. 15 minutes, your food be ready. Yeah. Like, God dang, all right, no sweat. Just right past it. Yeah, that's for Buddha. Not for you. 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's y'all got work with me, man. I can't help it. I can't help it, man. It just comes out of me sometimes. I don't get it. It's just y'all. But yeah, that's just you know what I mean. That's that false idol. Like that's how you know the Apocrypha is something that you must keep because of the story of Bel and the Dragon. Y'all ever read that? Man, that's a dope book right there because that's how you really realize how much of a problem Daniel was for them daggone priests, man. Right. You know what I mean? He just took some stuff, put it in the daggone idol's mouth, and the head exploded. He's like, man, your God is nothing but freaking clay, bro. Like, your God ain't doing nothing. No, he's not. He's eating his food. He eating the food. All right, no sweat. Set the food out. And then in the morning, if the food is gone, then you can kill me, do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? The funniest part of that story is when he came into the daggone place where the food was and the food was gone, He was like, glory. He ate the food. And Daniel was busting out laughing. The scripture said he bust out laughing. Why did he bust out laughing? Because he put dust around the food and he saw all the footprints of the priests that came and ate the food that night. They came from under the table and ate the daggone food, man.
Trying to play tricks.
And guess what that king did? He killed them and their kids. Because he was fooled by a false idol. Molten gods taking our earrings and throwing them into the fire, and out come this calf. Ain't that what Aaron said?
Right.
Out came this calf. Like it was so magical. Out comes this calf. You know what I'm saying? Molten gods. That Christian cross.
Every gangster got a Christian cross.
Every man, listen, man. I like to thank the Lord. They be at the awards. I like to thank the Lord. You know what I'm saying? I like to thank the Lord. You know what I'm saying? For giving me this million. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And you King Vaughn, and you done killed the whole neighborhood, the whole block, and you going up there talking about I like to thank the Lord. You got people. You got freaking Cardi B. And what's the other girl name?
I'm gonna give you a better one.
What you got?
That dang
Lil Nas X.
No, not Lil. I
like to thank the Lord.
Man, it's like Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh, good night.
She like, I like to thank God for everything. You know, he was with me, man. Yeah, he was with you
with
what's the name?
During August.
August, yeah. He was definitely with you in August.
Good night.
You know
what I'm saying?
September though, but he was there with August.
Daggone right, man. You know what I mean? So that's like, you gotta understand, man. And this is coming right after what? After he's telling them. This is right after Moses went up and he came down after these jokers that made this molten image and served the idol. This is after that. So he said, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all once again. I'm gonna tell y'all again, man. Don't be serving no molten idols.
If I can, the Most High is putting emphasis on this.
Right.
He see this being as a problem for us.
Right. It's a what? It's a stumbling block. It's a snare.
It's a trap.
Right.
And our people always wanted to go, you know what I'm saying, do something that was easy.
Right.
It's easy for you to serve Christianity because you can do whatever you want to do.
Right.
You understand?
It's
easy to go be a Muslim, you know what I'm saying, and serve Allah because it's easy for them to do it.
Daggone right. You still gonna eat pork as a Muslim. You still gonna date white woman as a Muslim.
Shoot, it's like if I can, it's a sister that live on me. She's Muslim. She eating shrimp.
Right. She just keep her face covered. She be like this.
She put a garb on and all that. She eating shrimp. You know what I'm saying?
She be like.
Mm-hmm. Eating shrimp, she eating shrimp. Yo, she eating shrimp and she eating crab.
Right.
The stench is all in the hallway.
Good night.
You smell the seafood. It's a stench behind it.
Yeah.
Especially with crabs and shrimp. It smell like chilies.
Right.
It gets to the point when you don't eat no more, you start smelling it. It's sickening to your stomach.
Yeah.
You understand?
Chillings is horrible.
Man, yo, I'm telling you, bro, it's crazy. And she wear her garb. She did a whole Ramadan thing, but she ain't stop eating shrimp and crabs. But he believe in the Torah.
Yeah. Oh, you know the new thing now. The new thing is Elijah Muhammad was Jesus. But that's another thing, man. Just listen. Don't take on. It's like you say.
No, yeah, it's another one. With the East Indian guy, Sheila. Right?
Oh yeah, with all the arms and the dreadlocks
and all that.
Yeah,
she's a molten figure.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what he brought over there into Jamaica.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To the Benjamite.
Yeah, that's why they wear dreads.
These dreadlocks.
That's why they wear dreadlocks. You know what I'm saying?
All that weed and everything else. Because,
right.
You know, you want to serve that God.
Like, we're not supposed to be rocking dreadlocks. For those who don't know, you know what I mean. We ain't supposed to be rocking no dreadlocks. If you to lock is to unlock. You see what I'm saying? You can unlock twists. You can unlock braids. You know what I mean? Cornrows and things like that. Those can be taken right out. You see what I'm saying? Dreads, them things lock to the point where you gotta cut them out. I knew a brother, and he looked weird as hell too. I know a brother at the job, right? He probably watching, but I'm gonna tell you. I'll tell you to your face. Yeah, he might not. But I sent him a link. But I told him. I was like, man, you look weird without your hair. You do, because he had a whole lot. He had the, you know what I mean, the long locks, and now he couldn't just take them out and have long hair and braid the joints. He had to cut them all the way down to the root. Mm-hmm. He had to cut all his hair out. You know what I'm saying? Because they was locking right here. Mm. What you gonna do? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like now you got the and the hair ain't growing like that. You know what I'm saying? Now you gotta get the shape, but he gotta do all the unlawful stuff. It's a reason, it's a spirit behind some of the things that the Bible tells us. You know what I'm saying? It's a spirit behind not having your head covered. You know what I mean? Why we got this right here? You know what I mean? We got the hole in the crown of our head. Why we wear crowns? Why? Because, man, it ain't meant for us, man. That's why these brothers be having alopecias in the Forest Whitaker necks. Yeah, I said it, man. Yeah. I hate the back of Forest Whitaker neck. Huh? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, because you want to wear your hat. You want to wear your New York fitted hat all the daggone time. And you're wondering why you got these hair issues. It's like,
Con, what you're saying is heavy, because if you look at all the damage that shaving your face for a black man does, like you get hair bumps. Like I've seen brothers with the biggest keloids ever.
Good night.
Because their face has had so much ingrown hair.
Right.
It's just filling up with fluid and pus, and then shaving the back of that neck with that high fade.
Good night.
You're gonna get them bumps.
You're gonna get them bumps.
So Lockie, one of the brothers I grew up with, he used to call it the aggro crag from Nickelodeon.
Man, yo, you wild.
Yeah, like you end up with the aggro crag, the mountain on the back of your neck, because you're not listening to the Lord.
You're not listening to the Lord, man. We don't understand. Even our daughters, the daughters of Zion, man, all that burning that they doing to their hair, man. You know what I mean? Wearing the wigs all the daggone time, man. That's why your hair net stink. You know what I mean? Because you doing all this stuff to your hair, man. You ain't supposed to be wearing. You supposed to wear that glorious hair out, man. How come my sisters can't wear them afros out, man, and be beautiful with them afros?
Like, if I could, man, it's a security thing.
Yeah.
Call Elijah and tell him that he's not beautiful unless their hair straight.
Right.
Come to find out now, perms have been putting deadly chemicals and toxins in their body
the whole time.
So now they running wondering why they was getting them bad issue with the blood and all the periods, and it's messed up because of the fact the chemical imbalance, and why men have to deal with monsters in the house because it was a chemical imbalance in females, making them more masculine.
Good night.
You understand?
Good
and
night.
they know these studies because they do clinical trials before they put these products out. Mm-hmm. So these big companies did these things, and they've been putting perms out for since a long time, straightening out black girls' hair, because that's the only way they consider themselves being pretty.
Damn.
Being pretty.
So you had something to say?
It's crazy because in the workplace they tell you you're not well groomed if you
get the mic.
Oh snap. Like when you go into the workplace, you can't even have braids in some workplaces, or grow your beard out, or sisters can't wear it. You got to be well groomed according to Christian standards.
Yeah, they call it professional.
So like, if I could, so a Jewish man came in there, he had his little, his curly suits. He had a curly suit, and no one dared to say that, oh, you ain't professional.
Right.
You don't have this. The Jewish man is going to rock his hair because that's his custom and style.
Right.
You ain't gonna tell an East Indian man to take out his Latin hair.
Right. And you ain't gonna tell that Arab boy to not wear a dress.
You ain't gonna tell him.
You know what I mean? Because he gonna wear that daggone joint at a meeting. He gonna have that little kufi on his head too. You know what I mean? And he's gonna say baladan, baladan. And y'all gonna be like, for sure. Salami and bacon.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I could, also, the only reason why the oppressor said them things to us when we out at the slavery is because he know he's over you.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
And he feel like he has power over you.
Right.
He know he has power over you. And he know that, you trying to, you the lowest man on the totem pole in this whole entire world. Even Chinese, and even the Arabs and everybody else tell Black, Hispanics, Native American Indians what to do because they feel they over top of you.
Right.
You understand? And they feel supreme over you because of the simple fact that we allow them to have power over us.
Right.
And how we do that
That's
because we want to serve molten images
Mm.
and we want to fall into all the snares and traps that they have presented to us because we think their lifestyle and their culture is so much better. When the Lord has given us a better lifestyle, a better culture, and a better heritage than any other nation on this earth.
Damn, that's heavy. No, that's heavy, sir. That's heavy. Because I'm gonna tell you, they know this. They know that you prefer their traditions over theirs. You know how I know they know? Because what do they do around Christmas time? They come up to you and they say, Merry Christmas, and then they wait for your response.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Happy Thanksgiving. And then they wait for your response. Ooh, Happy New Year's Day. Happy Independence Day. They say all these to you. And they wait for your response. I you know, every single time when they say happy, and listen, I do it. I do it. And I know sometimes they say, you know, be wise and serve harms and stuff. But sometimes I just get annoyed. All right? But sometimes I do. You know what I mean? The Lord is working with me. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely working with me. But they'll come up to me and they'll be like, hey, Merry Christmas. I'll be like, bye humbug. And they'd be like, what was the one that I did? Oh, they had this whole thing for Irish Day. What's the Irish Day joint? St. Patty's, right? I didn't know. I happened to have a green jacket on, right? I didn't even know it was St. Patty's. I had my green jacket on. And they was like, ooh, come take this picture. We want to take this picture of St. Patty's. I was like, I ain't taking no picture. For what? It's like, yeah, we want to take this picture for St. Patty's because you got green. I took my jacket on. I said, no, I don't. I said, I'm not taking no St. Patty's picture. Really? And that's how he was like, really?
So you insulting them.
I was like, it was like, really? I was like, no, I didn't take no St. Patty's picture. What I look like? And it's just like they start to see that you are different. Let me tell you something. Ain't nothing wrong with you accepting who you are and being who you are in their environment.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with going in their office, rocking braids. Don't be afraid of your heritage. Don't be afraid to represent Christ wherever you are, because guess what? Maybe Christ will be afraid of you. You know what I'm saying? If you're afraid to serve the Most High, and afraid to serve Christ, then Christ might say, man, you know, if you can't even. That's definitely scripture.
That's scripture.
There's definitely scripture.
It is definitely say,
I never know you, because you can't go around and say, you know what I mean? No, I don't celebrate birthdays. You know how many birthdays? And they know this. I tell them, they come and ask you, say, hey, when's your birthday? Because we want to make sure we have your favorite cake, your favorite colors, and all. I don't celebrate birthdays. What? You don't celebrate birthdays? And then guess what happens? Somebody else's birthday come around. They say, hey, can you sign this card? No, I don't celebrate birthdays. What? Hey, you want a piece of cake? No. God dang. I just told you I don't celebrate What? Like, how many times I got to tell you? They trying you. Go ahead.
Salakia. I remember when I was in a certain department, I had the same issue.
Right.
And one of my coworkers, a female, brought the card to me and was trying to get me to sign it. Now, this is before I was even in the truth.
Right.
But, you know, you had to let me know what was right, what was wrong, and all this, that, and the fourth. And she argued me up and down about it's not that serious. Oh, you just trying to be different. So one of my coworkers that heard it, one of the brothers that was in the job for longer than me, walked over and was like, why are you trying to force this man to do something that he just does not want to do? If he don't believe in it, he don't believe in it.
Listen, man, that's an HR issue.
Right. But she was on my top about signing that birthday card.
They will be. They will be, because they want you to serve the molten image. Right. You know what I'm saying? They want you to serve false idols.
And then Salakia. And then had the nerves to tell me later that, and this is a little off topic, but the Israelis, her pastor told her that the Israelis, we got to help the Israelis for Jesus to come back. Salakia.
Well,
I just remembered that.
That's funny, but we got to help our daggone selves. Man. You know what I'm saying? I hope the problem is they don't know who the Israelis are.
That was the Edomite that was telling me.
Yeah, I bet, because you know that's what they do. You know, they send money over to Israel. They send money over to the Jewish people and stuff like that. They believe that. They really do. They have big old conferences where they send millions of dollars over to them. Millions of dollars. You see what I'm saying? But they won't help the people that's right here. But you know what? That's because it ain't going to happen voluntarily. The scripture says we're going to take them by force.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Their kings and their princes are going to serve. They're going to build up our walls.
Mm-hmm.
You saying? Build up our gates.
Yeah,
and we're going to sit there and we're going to put them to work,
right,
man.
Now, listen, don't go on your job now. You know, you're like Mad Max or something like that. Listen. The vengeance of the Lord.
Can you just repeat that? Because you got people that can take up, that want to take up arms, man.
I know. Vengeance is of the Lord, right?
Right.
The Lord gonna have to listen. We don't have no military might.
None.
We just can't go in there and do what we think we can do to Esau military.
Right.
He has one of the most powerful military in the world. And he has now created drones.
Right.
But people can sit at home and steer with their phone.
Right.
And they shoot and blow up the whole entire block.
Yeah, you thinking you're doing a Call of Duty mission on a video game and you actually really killing people. That's what's gonna happen.
Well, listen.
They're gonna have kids killing you, man.
Listen.
Kid ain't gonna know.
Listen, the U.S. government now have aircraft carriers with lasers on them.
Yeah.
Big, gigantic lasers.
Yeah. You forgot about the button they got too, just in case.
Well, yeah,
in the whole game.
Delete.
He do. He has weapons, right?
Mass destruction.
But that was Esau's gift. If y'all remember, Esau's gift.
That's the blessing.
Was his blessing was doing his weapon.
If we could, if you want to get that real quick, we can get that real quick in the book of Exodus. That, you know what? No, that's probably going way off.
Yeah,
we say that for another time. We say that for another time. But yeah, you know what I mean? Because we got to understand that these other nations were given blessings. You see what I'm saying? Ishmael was given blessings. You know what I mean? That's why he's so rich. That's why he got so much money. You know what I'm saying? That was a blessing that was given to him, but he wasn't given the promise, which is worth way more far than money, man. Esau was given the power of the sword, man. You know what I'm saying? Like even his curse is almost like, because he grown on he's on his belly. Everything that he gets, he conquered this earth by stealing. See, people think that it was a daggone snake. It has to do with a snake. No, it has to do with that boy's greed. He's on his belly. He conquers this earth based on. That's why he's everywhere. He's in everybody's nation, picking up everything, man. You know what I mean? That's why he's the ruler of war. That's why we can't defeat him. It's not a spiritual. It's like a physical. It's a spiritual warfare, because once we get attained to our Father, our power, he's gonna knock them out with tornadoes and earthquakes and all that good stuff.
Man, listen, man. This Bible right here, man, is speaking 70s talk. When you talking about that snake.
Good night.
You know
man,
that snake, man. That's that old snake in the grass. Like y'all remember y'all older folks would say that. There's a snake in the grass.
Snake in the grass.
What you do when you see snakes in the grass? You watch out. You could be aware of your surroundings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know I grew up in the country.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We couldn't just step when you want to step in the grass because we knew there was snakes was out.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And down in the south, you got poisonous snakes. You understand? You got water moccasins. You got cottonmouths. You got things like that can kill you.
Right.
And they even got the coral snake. It's similar. It's in the whole cobra family. You understand? It's similar to a cobra venom.
You got the snakes.
So you got those type of snakes down there in the south, right? And the thing about it is you couldn't just go outside and play like you want to. You had to be careful. And he taught this as a young age, as a little kid, because we had to learn that. So when the Bible was talking about, we was that snake, you understand? That snake he was talking about, because that's something you have to watch out for.
Right.
That spirit of the white man, like an oppressor, we got to watch out for, because we know he has no good intention to teach us or treat us right.
Right.
It's all about his capital gain, like you were saying. You understand? You see right now how other nations, we talk about World War III, how other nations are coming against coming against this dragon.
Right.
You understand? Coming against this serpent. And guess what? That serpent is going to rely on, like he always rely on.
Right.
The gift that the Lord gave him.
And like the scripture said, that serpent, that old devil. And you got to understand that devil simply means deceiver. And there's nobody who has been a greater deceiver on this planet than our oppressor. And that's when you understand that this Bible is more than just what is at face value. You got to read precept upon precept. I mean, we can't say it more than enough, because you got so many people that has built doctrines off of what's just been said. Come on. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead on to verse 18.
The book of Exodus, chapter 34, verse 18. The feast of unleavened bread shalt thou keep.
We should do what?
Shalt thou keep. 7 days thou shalt eat unleavened bread, as I commanded thee in the time of the month of Abib. For in the month of Abib thou camest out from Egypt.
Right. So of course the Passover, we served the Passover on the one day, and then the very next day we kept the feast of unleavened bread.
It's like
You know what I mean?
it's like anybody know what a deed is?
When you say what it is, like, is it like the first month?
Okay, what would we call it?
In English?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, in English, what do we call it?
April.
What you looking for?
No, I'm just saying. I just want to make sure everybody understands what a beef is.
Oh, okay.
We're just reading on the top of it, and nobody really knows what a beef. Well, yeah, it's a beef, but we gonna talk about we got celebrating the beef. What's a beef?
Right.
Well, it's this day that we got to serve. What's a beef? Like, what is it?
It's the first. It's our New Year.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I should have said it like
okay. Let's break it down. You know what I'm saying?
So Passover, you understand that when we came out of Passover, we was coming out of captivity. The Most High delivered us from the land of Egypt, like it says, by His hand. You see what I'm saying? And that was our beginning of months. So when it says beginning of months, that means April, which is around the same time of the month of Abib, is our new year. You know what I mean? I ain't saying we going around saying Happy New Year, brother. No, we're keeping the Passover.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But this is when things are new. This is when trees are growing. You see what I'm saying? This is when the sun is shining. The days are longer. You know what I'm saying? A new year is not in the dead of winter.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Dead.
Guess what else is not in the dead of winter? When Christ was born.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not that He said, remember my birthday, but I'm just saying we celebrate Christmas as His birthday.
He said He was born around time.
I mean, when the sheep was during the time, it was the shepherds was dealing with the flock and stuff. This is during the springtime. Spring is now. Like this is our New Year's. So this is our beginning of months. But go ahead.
Verse 19. All that openeth the matrix is mine, and every firstling among the cattle, whether ox or sheep, that is male. But the firstling of an ass thou shalt redeem with a lamb. And if thou redeem him not, then shalt thou break his neck. All the firstborn of thy sons thou shalt redeem, and none shall appear before me empty.
Back on right.
Verse 21. 6 days thou shalt work, but on the seventh day thou shalt rest.
We should do what?
Thou shalt rest.
On the seventh day is the day of rest. Today is the seventh day. You see what I'm saying? And we be talking about rest, meaning, you know what you should rest? You know how you should rest? Being in Sabbath service.
Right.
You know how you should rest? Going to camp. You want to know why? Because you're doing the work of the Lord. And the work of the Lord should be something that you want to do. That should be something that's rest for me. That's rest from my slavery. 6 days I had to go and work for somebody else, man. 6 days I had to do what they tell me to do. Well, my job is a little more convenient, but still. You know what I'm saying? But 6 days I had to put in that work. I had to be away from my family. You see what I'm saying? But on the seventh day, I could do whatever I want. And you know what I choose to be? I choose to be right here with my brothers, man, the truth. You know what I mean? Like-minded individuals that's about bringing about this kingdom. Like-minded individuals that understand brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to worry about nothing. I can leave here right now and leave these kids. I can leave these kids here, right? Right? Can't I leave these kids here? I can leave these kids here, right? All right, Most High in Christ. I'm
for a period of time.
You know what I'm saying? But no, straight up, I ain't got to worry about nothing. I can leave my rib around my brothers and not have to worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because we understand brotherhood. And that's what is going to get us the kingdom. Once we as a people understand brotherhood and we start treating each other right and we start loving and knowing love is. That love is not a feeling. That love can't be bought. That's why they got all these daggone holidays. So they can remind you how to treat your daggone family. You don't know how to treat your kids 12 months out of the year, but on Christmas, buy him some gifts and he'll love you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You don't know how to treat your wife 12 months a year, but on Mother's Day, go ahead and buy her a gift, or on Valentine's Day, go ahead and buy her a gift. Some dudes don't know how to treat their woman at all, but they get the love from their mother and they get the love from their wife just because of a daggone holiday.
Right.
But if you take those holidays away, now you actually got to treat that person with love. Now you actually got to show what love is. And the scripture says in 1 John chapter 5 and verse 3, by this we know that we love the children if we love God and keep his commandments. So we're not supposed to just love ourselves, because that is the commandment. We're supposed to love our brothers and sisters just like we love ourselves, just the way Christ loved us, man. Be willing to die, you know what I mean, for that. You know what I mean? You have something, sir?
Yeah, because you really look at it. Yahweh Shah, right? Our king, right? He pretty much summed everything up.
Right.
He based his brotherhood up in two laws. Y'all know what the two laws are, right?
Yep.
Concept.
What is it?
Can I summarize it? So I don't know the whole. All right, so it's love thy God with all thy heart, and then love thy brother
with all thy soul,
right? And then love your brother as thyself.
Love thyself, you know what I'm saying? Love thy brother, you love thyself.
Now, if I'm
that hang up the whole law, right?
If I may, sir, because we know what's heavy about that. Somebody came to Christ and asked him, "What is the greatest of all his law?" And people don't know how Christ was. He was something else, man.
He was an austere man.
He was austere, man. That boy was
y'all know what austere means?
Let's bring that out.
Go ahead.
It means strict, stern, right?
Very stern.
Very stern.
You know what I'm saying? He was a man of a great. You know what I'm saying? Being very stern.
Yeah.
You understand?
He was slick with it too. He was a genius. Let me tell you how much of a genius, man. And he's sarcastic. I think he was so sorry that when his response to this question was basically like, the dude was asking, "What is the greatest law?" And he said, the law of love. You know what he's basically telling them? All of it.
Right.
All of it. There is not one that's greater than the other.
Right.
Keep all of the law. But the church don't know that.
Right.
The church believe in the agape love. That's what they want to believe in. The agape love. I don't know what that is. I just remember hearing it in the Christian church. The agape.
Now, the Christian church really have. We have selective love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's selective love.
Like if you really think about it, love to the Christian church is security. You having a house, you having a car. That's why they say he doesn't love you if he doesn't have a good job. Don't get with no guy that doesn't have a good job.
You know what that how you basing it off, how you sound like it's off lust.
It's kind. Well, look at the mattress.
It's basically off lust, man. You understand?
It's like it just comes out.
It's basically off lust, man.
Right.
It's the love of this world.
Right.
Even he break down to John 3:16.
Right.
He also tell you, man, Christ also told us to love not the world.
Right. I was talking to my aunt about that just the other day, man.
So he said, one said God gave his only begotten son.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For the world, paraphrasing. Now all of a sudden you read in the same book.
Yeah.
He come out and tell you, love not the world.
Love not the world.
So which world he talking about?
Then he said the world hated me.
Yeah.
Then he say I took you out of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so something. It's a lot of things that we get out of these false traditions, and that's what God is trying to tell us. That's what God he just tried to tell y'all, man. Listen, man, don't wherever you go, don't do their traditions. I'm trying to tell you, but we don't want to listen. We non-believers, you know what I'm saying? We hard-headed, we stiff-necked, and guess what we gonna do? We gonna get our butt whipped.
So like, if I could, when our people join other nations, it pulled them away from their safety.
Mm-hmm.
It pulled them away from their hedge that was protecting them.
Right.
We had a power man that can control storms, it can move things. We had a power man that can do crazy things that we be like, oh man,
not even seen yet.
Yeah, we have a power that can just swallow up the whole Navy ships.
Yeah. That can open up the earth.
Open up the earth and swallow the whole army. Close it back up.
And close it back up. And all you would hear is, oh!
No, and listen, and then you know we can be doing exactly what they did when he did it to the Red Sea.
Right.
We can be on
the other side, like, kick the beat. His riders in there, what he say? His king and his riders have been thrown into the sea. Oh!
Yeah, man, but we want to continue to be underneath that foot,
right?
And be suckers,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And you know what's crazy? He put it inside of the cartoon when he played tricked on us. He made a black kid, right, a black dark figure, and then when he played the trick on him, he put him like sucker,
right.
They put it right in front of our face, man.
They put a lot of stuff in our face, man.
Like, I don't get off talking to them. They put a lot of stuff in our face.
A lot of stuff.
We just don't be paying attention because you know why? Because right now, our people are doing dry bones and about.
Yeah.
We are asleep right now.
We are asleep.
We're definitely
we
asleep.
are dead people, man.
And thank the mercy of the Most High.
Right.
You understand? That He have given Commander General Yohana who stood and
That's
fought.
Right.
Right. Gave us an opportunity to come back to Him in that truth. You know what I'm saying? That brother, man, he was stern.
Right.
He stayed into it and he kept fighting no matter what. And he gave us an opportunity to be able to
have this truth.
Have this truth.
Yeah.
You know
look at it now, how much this is growing, how it continues to grow. And y'all brothers is a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all brothers can look at it now. We still in the beginning stages. You know what I mean? Like I'm pretty sure. I remember hearing stories of how the Passover is held in rooms this big.
Man,
you know what I mean? And now we got convention centers.
I remember my first Passover, man. Like it was, man. We had the Oberham ballroom. I mean, it was still tables that wasn't completely full.
Wow.
And then all of a sudden, the second year, man, we got groove built. And then on the third year, man, we got groove that room. You know what I'm saying? That's when I got my cover. I remember that, man. I remember how's it grown, brother. Right. You know what I'm saying? It grown. And, you know, it's a beautiful thing. And you got to stick with this. And the main thing and how you can stick with this and being the truth is dealing with a brother as you want yourself to be dealt with.
Right. Damn right.
And that's what it is. You follow your law, statutes, commandments, man. Brother, then you go to him alone. You know what I'm saying? Don't take it to social media like Christians do. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't take it to social media so everybody can hear your problems and issues. That's not how you do it. Christ gave us the tools and the steps on how to do things.
Right.
You understand? And when you can't deal with that, you outside of this ISUPK, you come and get righteous counsel from us, and we'll sit y'all down and get righteous counsel. Y'all can move forward.
Exactly.
We don't want you to see you on the news anymore.
Nah.
It being another statistic.
Right.
And being black men killing all black men was something stupid.
Right.
No.
You listen, sir. I mean, like you said, that experience that you had, I didn't have the experience to being in a small area. You know what I mean? My first Passover was in Houston. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
that was an amazing Passover. And then the very next one was Florida, which happens to be the best. Shouts out to Hebrew Academy class of 2022. You know what I'm saying? Just want to give us that was the best. That was the best. You know what I mean? Graduating class. Shouts out to Hebrew 2022. You know what I mean? Shouts out 2022. You know what I mean? Let y'all know. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody did it like us, man. Ain't nobody done. No, I'm just messing with you. No, man, no. You had a dope class though. Y'all, all classes, man. All the classes, dope. You coming out of Hebrew, I'm trying to tell you, that's something you deal with. Good.
So, like, I just had to say about the whole Passover. My first Passover happened to be the one in North Carolina.
Oh, Most High Christ.
So that I was just thrown back and seeing, number one, how big it was.
Yeah.
You know, how many people were so brotherly, and you know, just to see how much that. You know, I've heard the stories, like you said. We've grown so much that the enemy, you know, the little hats, you know, tried to take us out of the building before we could even get in. That's how big it was. So it was amazing.
Yeah, it was like, do you know who you letting in the convention center? And you know what was glorious about that was all the places that we went and we shopped at and you know bought things at the liquor store. I was having that was like, oh, yo, you with that group. I was like, man, y'all, what y'all doing is heavy, man. Y'all doing some good stuff. I don't even know what you're talking about. He's like, because after they brought that out in the news, I went and looked y'all up. You know what I'm saying? So what the enemy meant for bad,
right?
Most High meant for good, man. Because it was free promo. That's what it was. It was a free promotion. Go ahead, you got it.
And come to find out, the whole time the group in that synagogue is the same ones that were helping fight to keep us in slavery.
Right. Kind.
The whole time.
Exactly. So like they like to say all types of stuff about us and how we a hate group and all this other type stuff, but they don't understand. No, we don't hate anybody. So we love the children of Israel. We just ain't got time to love everybody else.
So basically, what he's saying is they hate when someone tells them the truth.
They definitely do.
That's it. That's all it is. It is basically they trying to say, man, we hate when people tell the truth.
Yeah.
America is built off lies.
Daggone right.
This whole, you know, so our oppressor built his whole kingdom off lies.
Daggone right.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Jack Nicholson said it best, man. He said, "You can't handle the truth."
Oh man,
that's what he said. You can't.
He did.
They can't handle the truth.
Like I don't want to go off topic though, but y'all seen Putin, right?
Oh yeah.
You see Putin keep pulling out little things on his little arsenal, his little hidden treasures and secrets. He keep constantly pulling out. He said, "Look, this is what they was worshiping back then, a black Jesus."
Yes. You know what's crazy? I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna have to address that real quick, and then we're gonna go to the next verse. I'm gonna address this real quick. You gotta understand. I was talking to Dashiem about this too. You gotta understand. That's what they have always did in all the wars prior to this. If you look at all the wars prior to this, you know what they try to do? They try to wake up the black man so that the black man will separate and not fight in his war because they know that's who they got to worry about.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why when we was fighting against the Germans, what they was doing, they had a chick that was talking, "Hey, black man, you know, the white man don't love you. He gonna kill you. He gonna kill you in the street." With the Asian, when they was fighting against the Asians, they was doing the same thing. But you want to know the one thing that kept us not listening to them? What? Sex. Oh.
Yeah.
Sex.
I agree.
We were sleeping with they women.
Mm-hmm.
So even though they were sitting there saying, "Hey, don't follow them," you know what I mean? Don't listen to them. They killing you. They killing your people back home. They doing all this. Guess what we was getting? Sex and drugs.
Mm-hmm.
We was like, "Man, I ain't gonna worry about that. I'm going to snort this poppy. I'm gonna snort this daggone plant, and I'm gonna kill all you via calm."
Hey, Salaki, so everybody said they from Vietnamese and you want to be an Israelite. I was like, you may be. You know, I mean, the brother was over there in Vietnamese wars.
They got like a part of town where the black Vietnamese people are.
Word.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They're in the hood. They Israelites, but they look like they're Vietnamese.
Right.
Right. Yeah, I'm telling you right now.
He was over there smashing like crazy.
It's like it was like, Rick, my uncle told me, I think I got a child in Vietnamese.
My cousin told me the same thing.
My uncle, my great uncle told me this because he went serving Vietnam War. He said it was a snake. He was in a tree hiding, and a snake bit him in his leg. And you know what I'm saying? And he had to literally had to cut the spot that was the snake bit him at. He had to cut him out, cut that little area out, and then he had to, you know what I'm saying, he had to tie it up.
Right, tourniquet.
Yeah, he had to tie it up, and for him to bleed out because he got bit by a poison snake over there. You understand? And he walked with, he couldn't bend his leg no more because how far he had to dig down to get the poison out of it. You understand? And he told me, he said, "Yeah, man, you know, I got a couple of kids over there in Vietnam War because that's the only way that kept my mind focused."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that and drugs.
Yeah, they throw it in the movies now. Like they show you in the movies. A lot of these movies they put the truth in there to let you know what was really going on behind the scenes. Like that one movie with that Spike Lee did, the Five Bloods or something like that. You know what I mean? Remember he went over there and the Oriental chick she had a daughter or whatever. Yeah, she's an Israelite. Now I ain't listen. We ain't gonna get all deep into that. The fact of the matter is that your lineage is determined by your father.
Right.
So if your father is black, then you black. You know what I mean? If your father is white, then you white. Bob Marley is not an Israelite.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Genealogy.
Nipsey Hussle, shouts out to Nipsey Hussle. I understand. So he's not an Israelite.
His numbers one of these things. What's that? What is that? They do the genealogy of your father.
Come.
Numbers in the book. It's in numbers.
Good. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap it up there. So what we was at verse 20, verse 21? I mean, or 20?
Yeah,
21. 21.
Yeah, we're at 21.
All right, start from the top.
The book of Exodus, chapter 34, verse 21. 6 days thou shalt work, but on the seventh day thou shalt rest. In earing time and in harvest thou shalt rest.
That's right.
Verse 22. And thou shalt observe the feast of weeks, of the first fruits of wheat, harvest, and the feast of ingathering at the year's end.
Right. We got the feast of first fruits is coming up next. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 23. Thrice in the year shall all your men, children appear before the Lord God.
All right, and that's where we're going to end the God of Israel, the Lord God of Israel. So at least 3 times, you know what I mean, we need to be coming together, man. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all, I implore you to definitely be at the Passover. You know what I'm saying? And this should 3 times ain't enough for me. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be at every single last one.
Right.
I'm trying to be in England. I'm trying to go to London. You know what I mean? We supposed to be going to London for the Feast of Tabernacles this year. That's going to be freaking amazing at the King James Castle. Can't pass that. Yeah. Come on, concert.
So like it'll be at the King James
Palace. Yeah. King James. You know what I mean? So listen.
You gotta say it with your English accent.
Palace. We gotta go to the palace. I don't know. Be traveling on the left hand side.
Yeah, you better.
You driving on the right hand side?
No, you driving on the right side of the vehicle, on the left side.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. I think that's what it is. Like we drive on the left side.
Yeah, and they drive on the right.
And we on the right lane. We drive on the left side. They
got the lanes too.
Yeah, they drive on. I think they drive on the left side of the lane, and you in the right seat.
How you say Uber in England?
Same thing.
I'm just joking. I need an Uber. I need an Uber.
I don't know, man. Listen. Yo, all I know is there's some beautiful women.
Word.
With an accent. So y'all brothers go over there. Just make sure.
Good night.
Don't get caught up with these snares and traps, all right? So like, she come out there with a different accent, right? They brother, I never heard nobody talk about that.
And you gonna be like, how are you from London? You're gonna be all jacked up, man.
It's like, man, to my brothers out there, Cap out there, man, in London, man, y'all doing big things out there,
for real. Looking forward to it, man. That's gonna be an amazing time. So get your passports ready.
Right.
You know what I mean? Get ready to take that. Get your money together.
You know, so like General Yohana told you, put $200 to the side.
Always.
It might just get you over there. You go from now to then.
Yeah.
It might just get you over there till you go over there. It's tough. You gotta realize these brothers and sisters come from England over here to America.
We still got time.
You understand? We got time?
We still got time. It's 38.
All right, cool.
Go to 2.
2? All right, cool. Listen, we got brothers and sisters that's in London and doing big jobs. You know what I'm saying? Out there, Captain Farage.
Which comes out there too.
Yeah.
What's it? Shamgar?
Shamgar's out there. Right. Shamgar out there.
You know what I mean?
But them brothers and sisters out there doing an amazing job. They muster up and they come to the Americas for Passover.
Yeah, exactly. So because they take that, man, we should also do the same thing.
If you're able to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Take that right out there.
You able to, your funds is right, you able to muster up, you want to sacrifice. They go over there, support them brothers.
Exactly.
They're what they doing too. You gotta understand, we also travel in the scriptures.
Daggone right.
And nobody would just stand in one spot.
No showing up wasn't.
You know what I'm saying?
And we walked.
We walked too.
We walked everywhere.
But yeah, that's what he said.
You ever heard stuff like, he took a 3-day journey, you know what I mean, to this place, a 3-day journey back. You know what I mean? We walked to Antioch and we dealt with the ground zero of Christianity. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
imagine that.
We traveled, man. That was the weird thing we did. We just traveled and we went to different spots.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I understand, man. There's a reason why we call us road warriors, man, because we ain't scared to go nowhere and we ain't scared to travel.
Let's try.
Yeah, all right.
Because you know how we do. We like to take our time and break all the scripture down.
He put us on. We talking.
Yeah. It's like
we get carried
for real, man.
We be talking. We bring some heavy points.
Yeah, come
That's
on.
up the Lord.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't nothing.
Right, we ain't man, none of us is, man. Ash is back here all quiet, man. We're gonna have to get him.
We gotta give him more wine.
Yeah,
Use that brother up some. Good night.
You know what I mean? Get him.
That brother is all the way back.
He's like, nah, I ain't messing with these dudes, man. These dudes, they heavy. Nah, he got some heavy stuff too, man. He calls me, he be telling me, I'm like, dang, you know, I ain't never think about that.
It's coming out,
yeah.
man. You know, brother, get it, brother handy.
That's right, that's right.
Passing on his officer test, taking on his oath, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like, you know, we couldn't go out there today due to the weather and whatnot, man. But good night, brother. When that brother get out there next week, Lord allowing willing, if we're not ready
I'm gonna
again,
see a different Ka'ash that
we're
day.
gonna see this brother, you know what I'm saying, bring out his first speaking, bro.
That's right.
It's gonna be amazing.
That's right.
Oh,
Most High Grace. Hey. It's not raining. See, somebody did the reverse rain dance. Hey, no, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and send his prayer up one time. Most High Grace. Let's get it. Cam? Oh, wait. You gotta take a shot. Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Cam. He said, "Be heavy-handed." I am. Sorry.
Y'all about to rock. I'm gonna get rock. Y'all about to
Sorry.
Lion Sha'Allah.
Cam? All right. Any man want to come bless the Torah?
Yahweh Hashem Barak. Yeah. Yahweh Hashem Barak. Yeah.
You know to do this one.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barak. Yeah.
Do this.
Make that for you.
Major? You said spot? Major? I left him behind. Rock.
Y'all about to see us, bro. Yeah.
Yep. All right, take that down to them.
No, you go first.
Yahweh Shemiah Shabrak, yeah.
Yahweh Shemiah Shabrak, yeah.
Yahweh Shemiah Shabrak, yeah. Yahweh Shemiah Shabrak, yeah.
Whoa, quiet.
I got my stuff, right? I understand.
Yeah.
It's a while.
Y'all about to see me out Shabrak, yeah.
Yahweh Shemiah Shabrak, yeah.
That's right. All right, for the second time, we're going to go ahead and send up the Lord's Prayer. I wish it y'all go faster than that.
You can set it to where like you can hit a button.
Oh, and it goes straight around?
Go, like wherever you want it. Like if you set it right there, you can push a button and it'll go
right
it'll
there.
Flip it.
Yeah.
Hit another button, it'll flip back around the yard.
All right, kind of.
Sure. Okay.
I just got to set it. All right. All right, so men of Israel, Majum, upon your Hakwadam, which means to turn face to east. We're going to send up these prayers. This is the Lord's Prayer. So we get ready to go out here and go to camp. You know what I'm saying? Christ. Let's go. Lord held back the flood. You know what I'm saying? All right. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakutha. Dama'ah. Ratazai. Hayah. Aisha. Ma'aratazai. Kawal. Hayah. Mashamayim. Thunanaw. Nakam. Cow. Yawam. Masalak now. Kabawaf now. Kasalak now. Kabawafia now. Wala'ah. Kabiya'ah now. Manasaya 1. Above. Hawashai now. Ayan. Right. Kaya. Lakab. Hamalakwa. Waha'ala. Waha'apara. Waha'alamya.
Amen. This is the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father,
which
art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. On earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
All right. Sorry. All right. Men of Israel, we're going to send one courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Amam Shabbat, Amaitu, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yazmatah, Sorry. You want the sisters one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amam Shabbat, Amaitu, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Yazmatah. Dismiss.
And then